What's up everybody, it's Chasten J. Miles and I am here with another video. Business has been great and I hope it's been the same for you. What I wanted to talk about in this video is actually 5 different jobs that you can have with your real estate license. And so I'm going to go over some of the common ones and some roles you may not have thought of. But everything that I'm telling you today in this video, you can do with your real estate license. And so there are so many opportunities out there that you can make money in the real estate business, and you don't just have to take the conventional routes that every agent does. And so that's what I kind of want to talk about. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am really glad that you're here. My name is Chasten J. Miles and I am a real estate agent here in Dallas, Texas, and welcome. Again, I like to share things on my channel that a lot of agents don't really say. I speak from the heart, I speak from the mind, I tell you things and give you the reality of what it's like working in the real estate industry. And so if you love information like that, go ahead and click the subscribe button below right now so that you can get notified whenever I release a new video. I've been selling real estate for many years now and I've sold millions upon millions of dollars worth of real estate, and yeah, it's my career and I like to share my knowledge to you. So happy you're here again. Click the subscribe button and I hope that this content is beneficial to you. So again, I want to give you 5 different roles that you can work with your real estate license. So stay tuned. So the first role is pretty common. It's going to be your standard buyer's agent or listing agent. And I'm gonna combine these into one because they are pretty similar. But basically what a buyer's agent does is a buyer's agent works with buyers to help people who wanna buy a home. You take them through the financing process, you go out and show them homes, you take them from contract to close. You're the one that works full on with buyers. On the other hand, there's a listing agent. So a listing agent kind of does the same thing, but they work with listings. So people who are looking to sell their homes. Typically, agents who are working as listing agents really like to market properties. They like to put them on the market. They like to create a big presentation. They like to do all of those things. And so they'll take the listing, they'll put the home on the market, they'll market it, get it sold, before they get it sold, do the contract to close procedures, and then get it sold. And so a lot of agents actually work as both buyers and listing agents, so they don't necessarily discriminate. They'll work with buyers alongside listings. Now, it's pretty common for new agents to work with buyers first because that's just how it happens. I mean, it's not like a rule or anything, but a lot of new agents tend to gravitate towards buyers just because they're a little bit more easier than listings. Now, buyers could take longer, but listings could take longer. So it's just kind of whatever you want to do in the business. But buyers agents and listing agents are 2 of the common roles that you'll see a lot of people get their real estate license to be able to work. Next, alongside buyers agents and listing agents are going to be your builders agents. So builders agents typically work exclusively for builders, and so sometimes you'll probably be placed in an office or you'll be placed in a model home. You're going to help the people that come in, you're going to show the homes, tell them about the actual product, the different floor plans, take them from contract to close as the builder's representative. Now, with being a builder's agent, sometimes you are going to work alongside a buyer's agent. So if a buyer walks in the door, they could already have an agent. You're not necessarily the listing agent or the buyer's agent. You are strictly the builder's representative. Now, you are an agent, so you still get paid. It sometimes may be a different pay scale, so you may receive a different commission than a normal buyer's agent receives. But builders agents typically have a different quantity of clients coming in because they get a lot of walk-in traffic. And so if the client doesn't have an agent, then that's pretty much your client for the duration of the transaction. It's not necessarily hard to get a job as a builder's agent. A lot of builders like agents, especially the big box builders. It may be a little bit more difficult if you're trying to work for a custom builder, but if you're going to one of the big mass producing builders, they typically will post jobs on their websites. You can see what they're hiring for, and you can also see what the position pays. Sometimes it could pay a salary, and it may not be all commission. Next, it's going to be your leasing agent. I talk about leases a lot because I think that they're a phenomenal way for an agent to generate business and to start to make money early on. And that's honestly why I created a whole program around it, to show you how to do leases, to show you how to attract those clients, to show you how to get paid so that you can get some money in your pocket while you're trying to get buyers and get sellers. And so leasing agents tend to work exclusively with leasings. I know some amazing agents who have built a whole business around just leases. You can actually watch one of my videos that I was talking to one of my friends about her leasing business, because it's a phenomenal way to make quick money. You can make a lot of money, and most times it takes half the effort that a conventional sale takes. Now, as a leasing agent, you can build a whole business around leasing, or you can work on a team just as their exclusive leasing agent. As a leasing agent, you're typically not gonna do sales. Of course, you can do a sale if somebody wants one because your license lets you do it, but you're most of the time centered around doing leases. So helping people find apartments, rental homes, all that kind of stuff. You're getting them in and getting them out. And so it's typically a pretty quick and easy process. Next, after leasing, the fourth one that I wanna talk about, the fourth role, is gonna be your commercial agents. So commercial agents are agents who exclusively work with commercial property. And by commercial, I'm talking about your stores, your office buildings, your anything that's pretty much not a residential home or not a multifamily home or anything like that, that's going to be considered commercial. And so I'm sitting in an office building right now. This is a commercial property. So as a commercial agent, you can lease me this space. You can lease me the whole building. You can broker a deal to build a whole office development on a piece of land. That's what commercial agents do. There is big money in the commercial real estate industry. I don't work in commercial personally because it is a whole different ball game, but your real estate license will allow you to work with commercial properties. I typically don't recommend that you do both. I want you to choose one side, whether you want to be residential or commercial. And a lot of clients that you're going to work with don't typically like you to dabble in both sides, because when I tell you it's two different worlds, I mean different contracts, different negotiations, different length of process, and different pay structure. So everything is kind of different in the commercial world, but with your real estate license, you can work as a commercial agent if you wanted to broker a commercial deal or become an exclusive commercial agent to where all you do is commercial. And the last one I want to talk about is property managers. And so unlike a leasing agent, a property management actually manages the whole property. And so you see property management companies or property management agents managing multifamily properties like huge apartment complexes, or even as small as duplexes or fourplexes. But they're the ones who make sure that everything is going as it should with that multifamily development. There's rent that needs to be collected, evictions that need to be filed, tenants that need a place to live, repairs that need to be made. Whatever goes on with that multifamily development, a property manager is going to be handling that. And so you can go and get a job as a property manager, or you can start your own property management company. Your license will allow you to do either one of those. So those are 5 different roles that I've identified that I wanted to present to you in this video. Now, in my Future Agent Academy, I do go over like 14 different roles that you can play with your real estate license. Well, not play, actually work with your real estate license. And so if you want that full job description, just everything dealing with all those other 14 roles, go ahead and check out Future Agent Academy. But this can kind of get you thinking about what role you actually want to play in the real estate industry. If you want to just be a buyer's agent or listing agent, or if you want to go down the commercial route or the property management route, there are options out there, so you don't necessarily have to be limited. Go with what you feel good doing. You know, something about commercial that draws a lot of people to it is that commercial is not very emotional. Everybody dealing with commercial properties, they are mostly focusing on the numbers, the return on investment, things like that, cap rates. They're not necessarily worried about if you feel good, or you know, what the mom with the child thinks about it, or you know, just all that different stuff. So a lot of people like commercial for that. Some people like property management because they get to, you know, really play by a strict set of rules. It's not going outside of different boundaries and different lines. It's a clear set role. But property management can have a lot of headaches, and so sometimes you really have to be a strong, thick-skinned person to be a property manager. And so I would encourage you to research everything that's available to you out there and really see how you want to work as a real estate agent. Of course, if you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below. I answer all questions, but more importantly, what I want to know is what role you're thinking about taking in the real estate industry, or what role you currently take in the real estate industry, because I'm sure that there will be a lot of differences out there. So I hope this information has been helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you think so. Please share this video, and of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd love to have you a part of this community. So until next time, I'm Chasen J. Miles, and I will talk to you soon.